Damn, it's been a minute. Entries have been missing for a minute, bro. I feel like I don't even know how long it's been missing. It might have been like what's it called? It might have been a week. Might have been 2 weeks. I don't even remember. I feel like I've been in such a state of like, I don't want to say, maybe flow state. I've just been going wherever the wind takes me. Since last week we did lock in another sales at half price. That one was for $250, and then there was a lot of opportunities with that pertaining to getting a motorcycle. Gym has been going pretty crazy. My biceps are bigger than I think they've ever been in my entire life, and like, it's not squishy at all. Like, that shit's rock hard. Confidence is definitely at an all-time high. Weight's at an all-time low. Not all-time low. When I was a kid, I used to be a twinky little kid. I'm not gonna lie. Pause. That's kind of a weird fucking thing to say, but still. Yeah, I was actually pretty skinny as a kid, which is probably why I ended up having issues being fat when I grew up and gained self-liberty. That's its own whole thing to go into. I don't need to go into that right now. But progress has been good. I went over my goals for April with Scar, and we smashed literally every single goal. There was a moment where, of course, I stressed out, felt like quitting, wanted everything to end. I was over it, I was done, I was tired of trying. Then the next day I went even harder. So sometimes that's just got to be the way it is, you know? Life gets like that. The struggle does feel real sometimes. And sometimes you just got to say, you know what? This fucking sucks. I hate it. Let's go even harder. And that's what happened last week. It's been all over the place. Trying to lock in another sale this week. So far for the last 3 weeks, we've had a sale once a week minimum. Fingers crossed I can get another one this week. That'd be fire. I'm talking to this one restaurant called Desayuno. They just opened up, and maybe I can get a fat band from them. Yeah, that's one goal of mine for this week. I want to try and make $1,000 in a single week. That shit would be crazy. But yeah, YouTube has been doing well. Chess tournament has been doing well. Streams have been doing well. I looked at Twitch tracker the other day. It used to say the average 3 viewers. I think it says average 7 now. That shit is kind of crazy. I think that the more I do things and the longer I do them, the better I get at them, which I feel like is pretty self-explanatory, but like, it's visible now, which is at least pretty nice. Yeah. I mean, the same things I always say. Discipline could always be better. Scrolling could always be less. I could always put more effort in. I could show up more. I could do more things. I don't think that talking about the bad in that regard would ever really end. I think that forever, always, going forward, I could always do better. One thing that I just now thought about was if... What the fuck? I don't know if the camera caught that. It was like some giant fucking beetle that just flew at me. Yeah, we're fucking moving. So, yeah, thought experiment I just had. If I compared like 2021, 2022 me to 20 now me, I'm 19. I was talking about the year. I think that I wouldn't even be able to physically comprehend the level that I'm at, which is like, I remember being 19, or not being 19, being like 16, maybe 15. Life just went down the shitter. I had quit everything that I thought wasn't meant for me. Dropped out of high school, did the whole shebang, and I had no idea where my life was going, and I felt like a little geek ball, like Like I was in the shitter. And I remember the first time I went to the gym, I went to EOS. And I was like, I think I have the capacity to change my life. Since then, I made it pretty far. And I'd like to think that I have the capacity to go even further. I don't like to think that, I know that. So, as time goes on, things will change. We go further. And don't forget, you guys can do the same for yourselves. This is a pretty good entry. It's kind of refreshing because I took a break from it. I forgot to do it. But outside of that, I think that things are going well. Big goals.